So now we talked about what to tweet, what kind of content works best for your audience, and when to tweet. Now let's put it all together and let's check on your progress and see how you can then look at your results and refine your tweet strategy. Now, the numbers are really going to be able to guide you on how your tweet strategy is doing. Maybe you need to tweak it up a bit and use more rich media, or maybe your followers are resonating best to videos, or maybe behind the scene photos. This is where you can look at your data and analyze what's working for you and your business. So one tool that you're really going to want to bookmark is analytics.twitter.com. So this is where you're going to find all of the numbers and all of the data behind your tweet strategy. And you're going to want to focus on a few key stats that will help guide your tweet content strategy. First of all, you're going to want to look at your tweet impressions. So your tweet impressions guide you and showed you how much of a reach your tweets have received. So this basically tells you how many people have seen your tweets. Next up, we have profile visits that you want to track. So this is how many times someone has viewed or visited your profile. And this is important. Remember how we talked about the best strategies for creating an effective profile? Now, this is where it comes to play. Next up, we're going to look at mentions. And this is how many times someone will mention you in a tweet. And next up, you can also see your follower growth. You can see how many followers you've gained month over month. So analytics.twitter.com is where your dashboards live. And the first dashboard that you're going to come across is your account home. And this is a really great place to start if you have to report out your progress to, let's say, a manager, or to even track your own progress. This is where you're going to get the very top level metrics for your tweet strategy. In Account Home, you'll find your top tweet of the last 28 days. You'll find your top mention, and a really cool feature is that you can find your top follower. And this is one way to find out who your influencers are and even start connecting with them. Next up, we have your tweet activity dashboard. And this is pretty much a sum of your greatest tweet hits. This is where you can see how many impressions and how many engagement each of your tweets have received. And this is really fun because you can really find out what tweets have done the best. Maybe asking a question gets you more tweet engagements, or maybe sharing a Vine with your followers gets more tweet engagements. This is where you can go ahead and drill down tweet by tweet and see how each tweet has performed. And then you can go ahead and hop on to your audience insights. And this is where you're going to find out who your followers are, where they're coming from, what they're interested in, and what type of businesses they're part of. Knowing your followers definitely helps you guide your tweet strategy. So looking at your analytics dashboard, it might be a bit overwhelming just looking at all the numbers, but don't stress. You should really just focus on the top metrics, which you can find on your account home. For example, look at your top tweet. What kind of content did you use there? Did you use a video? Did you tweet out a tip or maybe a news article? This is going to really help you guide you into your tweet content strategy. So it's very simple. Just tweet more of what is doing best. And for example, when you look at your top follower, this might be your next partner. This might be the next person that you team up with for a blog post. You can even reach out to this person to see if they'll retweet you. And it's a really great way to then keep growing your business and keep using the numbers and the data that you see on analytics.twitter.com to inform your tweet and content strategy. So another way that analytics.twitter.com can help you inform your Twitter strategy is it can help you create your content calendar. And having a content calendar will make your life a lot more easier. For example, maybe on Mondays you're going to want to tweet a behind the scenes photo, and maybe on Tuesdays you'll want to tweet out a tip. Really see what has been your top tweets and your top tweets with the best engagement, and use that to plug into a calendar and just try out what works best for your audience. So as the voice of Twitter Small Biz, one way that I've used Twitter Analytics is just by testing out the different types of tweet content that I use to drive more blog website visits. So one example is I was trying to drive more blog visits to a couple of our new blog posts, and I was tweeting out pictures and questions and just different ways of phrasing the tweet itself until I tried using GIFs, and I saw that GIFs actually give me a lot more engagement than just a plain photo or just tweet copy by itself. So again, I used the tweet activity dashboard to show me how my engagement rate was doing per the different variations of tweets I was doing. And so I really rely on the analytics dashboard to show me what's working and what isn't, and it helps me feed into my content calendar that I have. So analytics is really there for you to help you out in your tweet strategy. It helps you to kind of give you a way to know that you aren't just tweeting into the void and that no one is liking or ever seeing your tweets. With this data, you can really find that people actually are resonating with your tweets and with your business, and you can use this data again to further make your tweet strategy a lot stronger.